Hello and welcome. We are with Mritunjay Kapur, Head of Risk Consulting at KPMG India. Mritunjay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
Why should companies be excited about this new era of convergence?
I think it's a time for transformation as far as the Indian companies go, and it's a transformation to transparency and actually better access to the capital markets, considering that we'll be aligned to the global standards.
Why do you think investors should look forward to this new regime?
I think it'll give them a whole host of transparency. When they look at the financials, they will be able to read it, and international investors especially will find it much more easier to look at Indian companies and make sense out of their financial statements.
Are we talking about more international investors actually investing in Indian companies primarily because of this change?
I think there will be a change in terms of ease of doing business in India. So for that definitely will be a big step forward. The impact could be significant, but again, it'll be yet to be seen.
What are the three biggest challenges that you see, coming in the way of Indian companies as far as implementation of these new standards is concerned?
See, number one is training and awareness within the teams which are going to implement it, and project managing that. Number two is making your IT systems and change management, aligned. So your IT should be able to support this entire IFRS change. And number three, really, and most importantly, is how do you align your business operations to the new standards, which means your MIS will change, certain parameters around profitability will change because the new standards will have an impact on that.
What is the kind of readiness that you see amongst Indian corporates to incorporate these changes that we're talking about?
See, some of the larger companies, especially companies which are listed, are on the SEC, I think they're fairly ready. But a whole host of organizations are way behind. So I would say that if I look at it holistically, good companies maybe on a scale of 10, 6, 7, maybe even 8. But the larger populations of companies where IFRS is applicable, I think the state of readiness would be 2 or 3.
You spoke about information systems as well.
Right.
So what is the kind of gap that we are seeing as far as technology is concerned?
I think there is no gap. It's a matter of aligning technology and making sure that we customize it to meet the requirements, the new accounting requirements as per IFRS. So it's not really a gap, but it's part of the plan, and somebody needs to get it done and get it done as the implementation happens, because you don't want a situation where some of these accounting reconciliation or accounting adjustments are happening outside the books.
Okay, what are the opportunities then that you see IFRS or the new accounting standards bringing?
So opportunities for consultants, or
for consultants as well as for companies.
So for consultants, obviously it's again transformational. So the whole host of opportunities and whole host of things for us to do and add value to our clients. And for clients, I think the biggest part is transparency, and I think if you can get transparency in your books, which is internationally accepted, I think that's a big plus.
So do you see India Inc. all geared up to make this big change?
Well, I wouldn't say that they're all geared up, but I do see them wanting to make this change. So eventually they'll get geared up, because geared up would mean having the right people, the right training, the right systems. And I think all of that is still getting in place. So it's not that it already exists.
Do you think this transition will be seamless?
No, I do not think it will be seamless. It will be a journey. It will have its issues, and there are several issues which we discussed at the conference today as well. So it will take its own time as far as the implementation happens.
Two of the biggest issues that you see that could become hurdles in this transition?
I think knowledge is number one,
right,
and two, aligning it with overall business objectives. So these could be the two big hurdles. Knowledge, of course, would be critical, because you've got to understand this and understand it well.
Okay, Mritunjay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.